Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Brees now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 30.
Now look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, New Orleans.
Shotgun now for Brees. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Brees on the bootleg. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Saints first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
On 2nd and 9, Brees. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. As Sanders has it pumped free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Williams on the coverage.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Breeze now. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Breaks a tackle, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
4-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it.
Cordero Patterson, touchdown, Chicago. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 26-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
27 more yards.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. For a second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Michael Thomas. 1-yard gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now, Breeze again. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
To Michael Thomas.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd downs important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Kamara.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 30. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Trubisky. Quick pass out to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Down to the 25. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4
at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. Hill running. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Good. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Well, the second down throw on target. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 11.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Trubisky to throw again. On the right side, this is Miller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Mitchell Trubisky in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 28-14 was your final score. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A 20-point win, 34-14, the final. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 28-21, the final score. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky, who's looked sharp thus far. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going up top for Miller. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This time, Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Makes the score Bears 38, Saints 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me,
and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Over first and 10.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Complete to Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with him from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That is on 3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The Saints, first down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the Bears' 13-yard line.
Again, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
58's Mike, 58's Mike. So we got man.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now, Breeze again. Sanders has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Breeze now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And give him a full 10 yards there. Second and goal.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
Saints 21.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Cohen. That's good. We're a Chicago Bears.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.